A normal person can lift up to 135 to 175 pounds. But what if I told you there are kids out there who could lift more than most macho man? From a 9-year-old girl deadlifting 240 pounds to a teen who crushed a record-breaking 400-pound squat, these kids are rewriting the definition of strength. Whether born with unique genetics or molded through extreme training, these are the 15 strongest kids that can lift more than you, and trust me, Greg Ernst would be proud. Let's begin with number 15, Supergirl, Naomi Cootin. There is something special about watching Naomi, a Fair Lawn, New Jersey native, practice powerlifting. She was just 10 years old in 2012 when she set a personal record by deadlifting 209 pounds, or about 225% of her body weight. That same year, she also broke the world record for raw squats in the 97-pound division, all before she was a teenager, let alone a bat mitzvah. When Naomi was 8 years old, her parents brought her to her first meet in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. She lifted 148 pounds, setting her first national record. Today, her purple-painted bedroom is dotted with medals. A shelf of trophies overflows onto a pile of stuffed animals. In fact, Supergirl, a complete documentary by director Jesse Orrit, follows Naomi's life from the age of 11 to 14. This barrier-breaking young girl is not only a powerlifting PRO, but also an inspiration to many. Number 14, the Deadlift King. Who says you need to be a full-grown man to lift hundreds of pounds? Meet Kyle Kane, a British boy who was just 12 years old when he stunned the world with his unbelievable strength. Back in 2010, Kyle grabbed headlines by deadlifting a staggering 308 pounds, more than double his own body weight. For context, most 12-year-olds struggle to haul their school bags, while this kid was casually pulling grown man weight like Eddie Hall. His amazing feat shattered records and earned him the nickname Little Arnie, after none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. But Kyle wasn't just flexing raw power. He trained relentlessly, followed a disciplined regimen, and showed a level of focus most adults couldn't maintain for a week. His record held firm for 12 years, a testament to how epic that lift truly was. Though Kyle later stepped away from the competitive scene, his legendary performance still motivates young lifters around the world. Number 13, the Bench Press Prodigy. Let's talk about a girl who could outbench nearly everyone in your gym, Mariana Naumova. This Russian powerhouse wasn't just lifting weights, she was rewriting the rules of powerlifting. Born in 1999, Mariana started training at an absurdly young age. And she didn't just dabble. By her early teens, she was already competing in serious international meets. The real jaw-dropper? At just 15, she became the first teen girl allowed to compete in professional powerlifting and absolutely crushed it. She benched an insane 331 pounds, leaving grown men speechless. But Mariana wasn't just making noise on the platform, she was making history. She racked up world titles, broke countless records, and even took the stage at the iconic Arnold Classic, where Schwarzenegger himself gave her props. Sadly, Mariana appears to have given up on bodybuilding to try and impress Russia's war-mad king Putin by becoming a frontline invasion mouthpiece. Number 12, a 10-year-old powerlifting prodigy. At just 10 years old, Bubba Pritchett is already shaking up the powerlifting world. As the son of legendary strongman Jerry Pritchett, Bubba was practically born with a barbell in his hands. But make no mistake, he's not coasting on Dad's legacy. Bubba's raw power and drive have made him a standout in his own right. By age 9, he was smashing records in state competitions. He squatted 171 pounds, benched 77, and deadlifted a jaw-dropping 226 pounds. For a kid his age, that's off-the-chart strength. His combination of pure natural talent and super hardcore training speaks volumes about his work ethic. Under his father's mentorship, Bubba continues to sharpen his technique and raise his numbers. His rapid progress doesn't just set him apart, It motivates young athletes everywhere. If he keeps this up, Bubba isn't just going to be a rising star. He's on track to become one of the most dominant figures the sport's ever seen. Number 11. The world's strongest girl. Most 9-year-olds are busy on monkey bars, but Rory Van Ulft, she's tossing around weights that would make pro lifters stare. So it's no surprise they call her the strongest girl in the world. Rory started weightlifting at an insanely early age, and by 7, she was already setting records. At 9 years old, she cleaned and jerked 70 pounds, squatted 135, and deadlifted a staggering 240 pounds. That's almost 4 times her body weight. Let that sink in. But Rory's strength isn't just brute force. Her form is sharp, her mindset fierce, and her focus laser tight. She's claimed multiple national titles, competes with athletes twice her age, and already has her sights set on the Olympics. Her strength, technique, and unstoppable determination make her a standout in the sport. She even participated in Canada's Got Talent, where she astounded judges and audience with her unbelievable audition, inspiring little beautiful girls all over the world. Number 10. The Exceptional Toddler. Most babies can barely lift their heads, but Liam Hoekstra was built differently from day one. He showed freakish strength as a toddler, putting him in the rarest category of naturally muscular kids. While other toddlers wobbled trying to stand, Liam was already lifting his own body weight like it was nothing. By age 1, he was scaling furniture like a mini parkour expert. By 3, he was Olympic-level gymnastics. I'm not kidding. This is because Liam has an ultra-rare condition called myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy. His body naturally packs on muscle while keeping fat levels low, giving him a huge strength advantage without even touching a weight set. Despite his superhuman potential, Liam's parents never turned him into a sideshow or forced him into sports. They let him just be a regular kid. If your idea of regular is a preschooler who could probably outlift half your gym, his story still leaves scientists and strength coaches in total awe. Number 9. The robust girl alive. Before she even hit her teens, Varya Akulova was lifting weights that left grown adults stunned. Nicknamed the world's strongest girl, she's the definition of raw power and sheer determination. Born into an athletic family, Varya started lifting as a toddler. By the time she turned 10, she was already deadlifting over 220 pounds, more than double her body weight. And that wasn't her peak. At 14, she was squatting and pulling over 600 pounds, putting herself in an entirely different category of strength. Her ridiculous power wasn't just genetics. It came from relentless training, intense focus, and rock-solid grit. Varya didn't just enter powerlifting, she dominated it. With multiple world records under her belt, she proved that strength doesn't care about age or size. It's about effort, drive, and a refusal to back down. Her story is a bold reminder that greatness starts young, and if you've got the will, there's no ceiling. It just depends on you. Number 8. The real-life Karate Kid. Most kids grow up watching martial arts movies of Bruce Lee. Mahiro Takano didn't just watch, she became the headline. This Japanese prodigy has earned her title as the real-life Karate Kid, and no, it's not just hype. Mahiro started mastering kata, the disciplined sequences of traditional karate, when she was barely out of kindergarten. But she wasn't just mimicking moves, she was executing them with razor-sharp precision, fluid control, and speed that left grown martial artists stunned. By 8, Mahiro was already competing and dominating Japan's elite karate scene. Her skill was so captivating that she landed a role in The Northman, where her explosive technique stole the screen. But Mahiro isn't just a film cameo, she's the real deal, training alongside Japan's top karate masters and continuously pushing her limits. With her flawless form, unmatched intensity, and relentless focus, Mahiro proves that girls can do a lot. Number 7. The Gymnast Bodybuilder Kid. A six-pack at 5 years old sounds ridiculous, unless you're Giuliano Stro. This Romanian powerhouse became the world's strongest kid before he even started school. Giuliano began training at just 2 years old, guided by his fitness junkie dad. But this wasn't just for show. By 5, he was already smashing world records. He made it into the Guinness World Records for completing the fastest 10-meter hand walk while carrying a weighted ball, combining both strength and freakish balance. And that was just the beginning. As he got older, Giuliano kept pushing boundaries, cranking out push-ups, lifting serious weight, and pulling off gymnastic stunts that stunned the internet. He and his younger brother Claudio became viral sensations, showing off their ridiculous strength and control in countless online videos. Though Giuliano eventually stepped away from fame, his early accomplishments still stand as some of the wildest ever seen from a kid. One thing's for sure, nobody forgot the legend of Giuliano Stroi. Number 6. Indonesia's weightlifting phenom. Some kids lift for fun. Rizky Junian lifts to make history. Born in Indonesia, Rizky quickly turned heads in the weightlifting world. By the time he hit his teen years, he was already stealing the spotlight on the international stage. His breakout moment? Smashing junior world records in the 73-kilogram weight class with clean, flawless technique. We're talking lifts that even seasoned lifters would sweat over. Rizky isn't just strong for his age. He's outlifting grown professionals and putting his name in the record books. With unshakable focus, picture-perfect form, and unreal power, he's carving out a path straight to Olympic greatness. And he's not waiting around. He's already going head-to-head with the best lifters in the world. For Rizky, this isn't just sport, it's domination. With every lift, he proves he's not a future legend. He's already one in the making. Number 5. Teen powerlifting phenom. Ever heard of a 14-year-old kid deadlifting over 400 pounds? Well, that's exactly what Jake Schellenschlager pulled off, earning serious attention in the powerlifting world. While most teens were still getting used to high school, Jake was already training like a machine. He began lifting at just 12 years old, putting in serious work with one goal: to become one of the strongest teenagers on the planet. And he wasn't playing. By 14, he was yanking 405 pounds off the ground, more than twice his own weight, like it was no big deal. His obsession with perfecting his form and sticking to a strict training routine made him a rising star. While others hung out after school, Jake was in the gym, pushing limits and fine-tuning every rep. That level of discipline earned him respect from top names in strength sports. He may have started as a kid, but Jake quickly showed the world he was lifting in a league of his own. He was good and great. Number 4. The car-pulling kid. Lifting weights is impressive, but pulling a literal car? Well, now I say, that's a different league. Meet Yang Jin Long, the Chinese prodigy who didn't wait to grow up before flexing freak-level strength. Before his 10th birthday, Yang was already doing the unthinkable, hauling cement bags over 200 pounds, lifting grown adults like backpacks, and even dragging an actual car using just a rope. While most strong kids stick to gym routines, Yang's strength seems to come straight from the factory. No strict training plans, no fancy equipment, just raw, unfiltered power. It's like he skipped childhood and went straight to beast mode. Videos of his jaw-dropping feats went viral, and for good reason. People couldn't believe a kid this young could manhandle objects like that. His strength isn't just rare, it's practically legendary. Yang Jin Long is living proof that sometimes you don't train to be strong like Chan. You're just born different. Number 3. The future of weightlifting. Born in 2000 in South Carolina, C.J. Cummings was lifting barbells before most kids were riding two-wheelers. At just 10 years old, he picked up his first weight, and it was obvious he wasn't just built for the sport, he was born for it. By age 11, he was already breaking records, lifting loads that many adults wouldn't even touch. But his biggest breakthrough came at 14 when he clean and jerked a staggering 337 pounds, more than double his body weight. That lift set an American record and launched him into the spotlight. As CJ got older, he only leveled up. He racked up world titles, crushed the Pan American Games, and emerged as a legitimate Olympic contender. With flawless form, raw strength, and a beastly work ethic, CJ quickly became one of the most electrifying young lifters in the world. In 2020, at the Olympic Games in Tokyo, he won bronze. Number 2, the 12-year-old deadlifting machine. Calling Bo Jensen strong doesn't cut it. It's a flat-out understatement. At just 12, Bo isn't just lifting. He's obliterating expectations and claiming his spot as the strongest kid in his age group. He started young, diving into competitive lifting by the time he was 9. But what really set jaws dropping? That insane deadlift. At only 12 years old, Bo yanked 392.5 pounds off the floor, more than 3 times his own body weight. That's not strength, that's superhuman. But Bo doesn't coast on talent alone. He's methodical, disciplined, and constantly grinding in the gym. From squats to bench presses, he's stacking personal bests like it's nothing. For Bo, it's not about age, it's about drive. And his focus is locked in. With the kind of mindset and muscle he's packing, Bo Jensen isn't peaking. He's just getting warmed up. The barbell world better brace itself. Number 1. Little Hercules. Most 8-year-olds are out climbing trees, but Richard Sandrak looked like he was sculpted out of marble. Known worldwide as Little Hercules, Richard became a living phenomenon in the early 2000s. Born in Ukraine in 1992, he moved to the US with his family, where things took a serious turn. His father, a martial artist, and his mother, an aerobics competitor, pushed him into brutal training from toddlerhood. By age 6, Richard had a chiseled six-pack and superhuman strength, landing magazine covers, documentaries, and even movie roles. But behind the spotlight, life wasn't all flex and fame. Richard later shared how controlling his father was, monitoring his food, workouts, and even his freedom. Eventually, Richard walked away from the bodybuilding scene entirely. Today, he lives a far more grounded life, working as a Hollywood stuntman and keeping his workouts low-key. And now, he is just like you and me without abs. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.